daily antidote of song. Hello, 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 daily antidote of song. Happy Saturday to you, whatever time zone you are in. And let's begin. Hello, lovely people. Welcome to another Daily Antidote Day. Let's give each other a wave wherever we are in the world. Have a look at these screens, beaming their love and their welcome to all of you. This is day 1875 of the Daily Antidote song. How amazing is that? And so great to see you all again. I'm going to welcome you all into the room, and I'm going to start with our very wonderful song leader for today. Well known and loved to the Daily Antidote community, we have Namvula here from Oxford in the UK. Welcome, Namvula. Look forward to hearing your beautiful songs today. And we have Erin in Brooklyn, New York. Welcome to you. And Ariana in Los Angeles. Thank you so much for all of your tech work. And Candice in Los Angeles too. Thank you too. Jojo in New Hampshire. Today she is in New Jersey. And she's on the road. She's on the road. So love to you, Jo. And we welcome Julie in Ontario, Susan in Cincinnati, Bene in Berkeley, Hoda in BC, Annette in California, Bonnie in Boise, Idaho. Hello to all of you lovely souls. Marion in Brighton, UK, welcome. And Caroline in DC, Kathleen in Albuquerque, Bob and One Bear in Massachusetts, Kathy in Denver, Athena in Brooklyn, hello, Trish in Victoria, BC, and Anne in Nashville. Welcome, welcome to all of you beautiful beings. Bob in Albany, Delhi in Maryland, Neil in Boston, hello. Merry every day, I like that. Jenny in Suffolk, Gary Palsner in Massachusetts, welcome. Just going onto a different screen. Linda in California, Linda in Orcas Island, a pair of Lindas there, how beautiful. Sue in Seattle, welcome. Louise, I'm not sure where you're coming in from. You're coming in from BC. Welcome to you. Kay in Texas, Aloysius in Massachusetts, on the move. Louise in Devon, UK, and David and Elsie in Oakland. Welcome, welcome, all of you, dear hearts, to the Daily Antidote song. I hope I got everyone, and if I didn't, I'll get you on the outro. Great, so here we are. This is Mama's Week, which is such a beautiful week. How wonderful to celebrate mothers, to celebrate work with women, work with children. So yeah, we have the wonderful Namvula who is here. She has 2 songs for us today. Hey Namvula, how are you doing?
I'm good, thank you, Fran. I'm very well.
Yeah.
It's nice to see you after a long time.
Exactly, we sung together a few years ago, didn't we?
Yes, we did.
Yeah, and
Nice to
we
see you too on the Daily Antidote. Just greetings to everybody this
yeah.
afternoon.
Wonderful. Well, please lead us in your first song.
Sure. Well, it was nice because some of you may know this song. I did a little sound check before, and people were already singing in the sound check. So I have a feeling that people may know this song, but if you don't, it's very, very easy to pick up. It is called Funga Alafia, and it is a really lovely welcome song from West Africa. And so I will just speak the words right now. They repeat, so you only need to learn one line, and then the rest is in English, and you can follow on. So it's Funga Alafia Ashe Ashe. So let's say that together. Funga Alafia Ashe Ashe. And we'll say it one more time. Funga Alafia Ashe Ashe. And then it will repeat 4 times, and then it will say, with my eyes, I welcome you, ashe, ashe, with my words. But you can just follow the words as we go. I think you'll have picked things up by then. So here we go. If I sing it through once, I think you can join in as you wish, and I'll go through it I'll just sing it through all the way through twice so that we can all have a good sing of it. So it goes like this. Funga Alafia Ashe Ashe. Funga Alafia Ashe Ashe. Funga Alafia Ashe Ashe. Funga Alafia ashe, ashe. With my eyes I welcome you. Ashe, ashe. With my words I welcome you. Ashe, ashe. With my heart I welcome you. Ashe, ashe. With my words I welcome you. Ashe, ashe. Funga Alafia, ashe, ashe. Funga Alafia, ashe, ashe. Funga Alafia, ashe, ashe. Funga Alafia, ashe, ashe. We'll go again. Funga Alafia, ashe, ashe. If you have something to drum, do. Funga Alafia, ashe, ashe. I've got my knees. Funga Alafia, ashe, ashe. Funga Alafia, ashe, ashe. With my eyes I welcome you, ashe, ashe. With my words I welcome you, ashe, ashe. With my heart I welcome you, ashe, ashe. With my words I welcome you, ashe, ashe. Funga, Funga Alafia, ashe, ashe. Funga Alafia, ashe, ashe. Funga Alafia, ashe, ashe. Funga Alafia, ashe, ashe.
Yay!
It's
Oh,
what a joyful way to start.
that was so great to see everyone's percussion instruments
I
and
know, all the shakers coming out and the claps and the clicks.
so good. And it makes you feel so good singing that song. Immediately, I want to sing that a
I
lot.
know. I want to find my drum and drum while I was. I was like, oh, I should have just found a empty washing basket or something that was hanging around in the corner.
Like you said, you've got your knees. Anything will do.
Yes, yes, yes.
Oh, wonderful. And I'm guessing that song is in harmony. Did you learn it in harmony first, or is it just a call and response one line?
I think you can. I mean, it's an African song, and most African songs you can do
Yeah.
pretty much essentially what you will in harmony.
Yes.
But it's a really kind of joyful song, and we I use it a lot with the some of the work that I do because it's so easy and because it's so joyful,
Yeah.
and because it kind of just brings everyone into the room and really shifts. It has this really lovely ability to just shift
Mm.
things very quickly in a
Yeah. And I
very
felt that
very
when I was singing it. It's
way.
just lifts your spirits. Very lovely.
Yes.
Thank you. So, yeah, Namvula, tell us about your work that you're doing with women. I understand you do postpartum work with women. So, yeah, tell us about that in Mama's Week.
Yeah, I think I might have spoken about it a little bit in brief before, but I have been involved for a year and a half. Wow, time's gone. A year and a half working with a mental health charity called Mind, where we deliver singing and kind of sessional support work. I work with mindful mums, people who are, trained in mental health support. And we use songs as a way through to speak about some of the issues that mums face. It can be a really challenging time. Um,
Mm.
I think particularly in the environment that we're in the UK, there's a lot of financial pressures. I'm sure in the States as well, it's being felt. There can be a lot of isolation when you're a new mom. Kind of communities have fractured. There's a lot of people who have moved. We're a global community. We move so much now. So there's a lot of people who don't have strong family networks or strong friendships around them. And so the early days of motherhood can be really, really challenging.
Mm.
Not just for those reasons, but for a host of other reasons. But those are some of them. And so we find as people who come to this space every day, we find that music is just such an opener for so much, for offering a little bit of joy, for offering some presence, for offering connection, for kind of opening space for conversation to happen,
Mm.
for offering a space of equality and equal footing, where kind of hierarchies fizzle out, and yeah, for offering like a sense of kind of we're all in the room together, you know, and we don't have to speak about ourselves. We don't have to talk about ourselves. We don't have to even know each other's name, but we're all here in this room, in this space, in this now together, sharing this space in this now. And it really is yeah, we've, and if you want to go into statistics, which I'm very geeky about, we found that in comparison to kind of the talking sessions, that the music sessions um, offer a significantly higher impact in
Mm,
terms of mental health, statistical mental health improvement for mums facing symptoms of postnatal depression.
mm.
So it's really, you know, also clinically, clinically, as
Ah,
we all know, intuitively, and within
exactly.
our spirits and our beings, we all know that it just makes us feel so much better. And
Yeah,
so, yeah. So
medicine.
we don't need the stats, but they're, you know, nice for us
Yeah,
to sometimes.
helpful when speaking to people for whom that's important to have the stats, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
When you need to speak to the people who have the purse strings closed,
Yes,
you need them
exactly.
to open up a little bit.
Yeah. Oh, it
Yeah,
sounds wonderful. And I'm sure you're aware of Kate Valentine and the Singing Mamas. You know, it's so kind of
yes,
at the forefront of what they do. And I think they've, managing to get now singing on prescription, which is so
yeah,
wonderful. You
yeah.
know, that social prescribing is happening. And how great. Does that happen in your area at the moment?
It doesn't, you know, but when I think to back, you know, back in Zambia and how kind of music is, you know, so much kind of part of everyday life, and also the people who I've been piloting the project with had done this great project in the Gambia where, you know, these women who are embedded in the communities go out and they send messages, they disperse messages through song, which is how I guess, you know, we all did in back in the day, is songs were a medium, and music was a medium for sending messages out. I mean, they still are, but
Mm,
you know, but you and you just see how embedded music is culturally there, and how I think, you know, back in the day we used to sing a lot more just as a daily practice, as a communal practice, and so, and that has been lost in the UK. And
yes.
so there is a need for social prescription, maybe in a way that,
Bringing it back. Yeah.
that isn't so necessary in other spaces.
Yeah.
But yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I heard this wonderful story. There's a song I teach quite a lot called Avukila Masango, which is a South African Zulu song. And I taught it at a mixed heritage women's retreat once. And one of the women was like, oh, wow, this song, I know this song. She was a doctor and she went on placement to work for a year somewhere in South Africa. And they would start all of their staff meetings with
With
this song.
singing.
So
Yeah.
every day, it was every day, they would all sing this song together before they did
Yeah.
anything else. And sometimes it would be upbeat and sometimes it would be slow, depending on how they were feeling. And I was just like, oh my gosh, we so need that in our lives,
Yeah.
and it was just so embedded, and I feel really grateful for the ways that people are trying to bring it back into community,
Mm.
just as kind of like we sing because we are, because it's so true, isn't it? It's not an add-on, it's kind of, I feel, a mark of health
Mm.
that we all sing together. So yeah.
For sure.
Yeah. Oh well. Let's first of all, let's talk about the fact that we have the same bun. So we were joking about this, people, before. We
Not an
have
eating bun, by
two.
the
Sorry.
I'm saying not an eating bun, you know, not a sugar bun.
Yeah. It's funny that we're both in from the UK today, and we both have a bun. That's how we do it in the UK on a Saturday. We were joking about this beforehand. It's so much easier, I find, don't you find, than having the. I find my hair gets so hot down.
Well, as when I had my second child, I actually had to cut off all my hair because I couldn't cope with looking after it. So
Wow.
that's
Yeah.
the conversation quite a lot, is like how how we can't manage our hair anymore.
Yeah. It's just so
Um,
thick.
yeah,
How
yeah.
many children do you have, Namvula?
I've got two boys.
Lovely. How old?
7 and 4.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
Young'uns.
Young and so still in the thick of things.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
Yeah.
And how are you doing with all of your? Tell us about some of the other things you're doing as well. Are you a singer songwriter? Do you do gigs in your local
Well,
area and
yeah,
things?
we have just recorded my fourth project, which is really, really exciting,
Amazing.
called Chasing Shadows. I have mentioned it, I think, every time I've been on here, being like, it's in the wings, it's in the wings, it's in the wings, and now it's in the wind. I love
Yay!
it in the
Great.
wings, the wind. So we recorded it on Tuesday. We had the first sharing of the new piece of work on Thursday. And it is it's as people who may have heard me talk about it before. It's about memory, about how we honor the people that we love, about how we honor people that we might have lost, how memories form us, how we are beyond our memories. What are we beyond our memories? Who are we beyond our memories? And what is that cycle? So it kind of moves through a cycle of seasons, through spring, summer, autumn, and winter, and then spring again. And it's very much, I think it's very much in honor of my father. My father's still alive. He's still, relatively well, but it was very much inspired about thinking about him. I feel like my mum had two albums kind of in her zone of being.
Ah,
And I was like, it's time to move to my dad. It wasn't intentional, but I was reflecting on it yesterday, and I was like, I wonder if my mom's going to be like, feel left out. That I mean, I haven't told her that this new piece of work, and I haven't told my dad either. But I was like, I wonder if I mention it, whether she'll feel left out. And I was like, but then again, the first two albums were kind of, in her world, so that's okay. she had 24 songs.
her spotlight, her loving spotlight.
All about him. There's only two about him. So it's like, yeah. So
Oh,
yeah.
it sounds wonderful. Well, I hope you'll share the link with us so
When it,
um,
when it is ready to
people
be shared,
can
I
sample your work. Yeah.
will do. Will do.
Wonderful. Well, we are, I think, time for your second song now, which is, I believe, one you're going to sing to us.
Yes, I will. But there is the title of the song is Zuba, which means sun, and I sing it quite a lot at the end. So feel free to just join in with your own Zubas as you feel inspired to. And I thought I would sing this song today for a couple of reasons. It's a song that I wrote actually for my niece, who I'm very, very close. In my culture, our cousins' kids are our nephews and nieces. So it's one closer than I think in this culture. So and I'm very, very close to this cousin. She's like my sister. So I'm very close to her kids. And at the time I wrote this song, I was thinking about my niece and about her entering into womanhood. She was 12. I was thinking about her entering into adolescence and entering into womanhood. And I was reflecting on all the things that she might be told that she can't do in a very patriarchal society that Zambia can be. And so essentially the song, I think they'll put up the translation as well. The song is essentially saying dance your own dance and sing your own, song with your face to the wind and your face to the sun. And don't listen to what people tell you can't do. Essentially, you are the sun, you shine as bright as the sun. That's the essence of this song. And I was also thinking, because I've been, in this world of memory with this new project, I was really reflecting about my mom and that generation, and all the things that my mother would have been told that she couldn't do, either structurally by the structures imposed. So you're not told necessarily with words, but you're told within the perimeters of how society has been built around you. She was born in Zambia. They would have been kind of more or less rural, largely rural populations. It was colonial times, so there was apartheid in force. There was one school for African girls in the whole of that section. So Malawi, Zambia, Zimbabwe, there was one school for girls and for African girls. And she was made to change her name because you couldn't have an African name in those schools because they were too difficult to learn, and because they weren't Christian. So she had to change her name. She, she went through schooling, and she came to Nottingham University. She worked in a match factory, making matches to make extra money. She ended up getting a PhD from UCLA. She's ended up having an incredible life. And I was just thinking about how she is in a way, and all the people who will have walked similar paths, such different paths, but with similar overcomings, where there is just this sense that you can overcome the barriers, and you don't let them hinder you. You may face a barrier, and you may stumble, and you may fall, but you don't let them define who you are and the path that you walk. And I just, reflecting on it is so inspirational for me. And she doesn't talk about her life, she doesn't lecture me about her life, but I think that in her being who she is, she's really inspired a lot within about how I choose to live my life. It's not easy being a musician, you'll know, Fran, and yet we keep going, and we forge our paths. We try and forge paths for our children. We are all, walking with as much, I think, integrity and honesty as we can, and that is inspired by the people who are around us, who have guided us in various, they may not be our mothers or our fathers, but there will be people around us who will have been those kind of beacons of light, and those Zubas, those suns who remind us, no, we can overcome. You just keep going, you keep shining, you keep dancing, you keep believing. So really that's what this song is. I've spoken a lot, I'm going to sing it now. So
look forward to hearing it, joining in.
I've been in a very philosophical place for the last month, so I feel like this is all it coming out.
That was great to hear the background. It helps you appreciate the song, when you hear it.
So the words are there, and the translations are there, and feel free to join in some Zubas at the end. Boonse bakamba tachikonshi kuchitika. Boonse bakamba ulawa. Boonse bakamba toli moyo muchangusu. That the tide will pull you down. Chilanji omo. Boonse bakamba, chila ila pencha. Boonse bakamba, chila njiomo. Boonse bakamba, chila ila pencha. Boonse bakamba tachikonshi kuchitika. Boonse bakamba ulawa. Boonse bakamba toli moyo muchangusu. But the mountain is far too high, and Shilanji omo. Boonse bakamba, and Shila ila pencha. Boonse bakamba, and Shilanji omo. Boonse bakamba, and Shila ila pencha. Oh, da 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 da. Da 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 da. wakashana kushana kwako, wakashana kulwimbo lwako, langila kumuo, langila lisuba, utalangi kumapencho ako, utalangi kumapencho ako, wakashana kushana kwako, wakashana kulwimbo lwako, langila kumuo, Zuba, langila lisuba, Zuba, utalangi kumapencho ako, Zuba, utalangi kumapencho ako, Zuba, 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 Zuba. You can join in there if you want. Yeah. Zuba, Zuba, yeah, da da da. Zuba, Zuba, da ba 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 ba. Zuba, Zuba, da ba 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 ba. Zuba, Zuba, Zuba ba 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 ba. Zuba, da ba 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 ba. Zuba, ba da 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 ba ba da da ba. Zuba, Zuba, oh, oh, oh. Zuba, Zuba.
Zuba, Zuba. Yeah. Oh, well, thank you so much, Namvula. Oh, that was so gorgeous and so kind of soothing as a transmission as well. It's like, felt like the sun beating down, listening to.
It's soothing when I play by myself. It's quite fiery when the whole band's there.
Yeah, I can imagine it's different in different formats. Yeah. Oh, wonderful. Well, everyone, can you beam your love and appreciation to Namvula through the screen so she can see it? Maybe you're on gallery, Namvula, so you can see.
So we finished with a quick Funga Alafia.
All of these. Yes, it's 1:30, so it might have to be a super quick one.
Down through Funga Alafia as a farewell. A welcome and a farewell. Funga Alafia, ashe, ashe. Funga Alafia, ashe, ashe. Funga Alafia, ashe, ashe. Funga Alafia, ashe, ashe. With my eyes I welcome you, ashe, ashe. With my words I welcome you, ashe, ashe. With my heart I welcome you, ashe, ashe. With my words I welcome you, ashe, ashe. Funga, Funga Alafia, ashe, ashe. Funga Alafia, ashe, ashe. Funga Alafia, ashe, ashe. Funga Alafia, ashe, ashe. Four last words. Funga Alafia, ashe, ashe. Funga Alafia, ashe, ashe. Funga Alafia, ashe, ashe. Funga Alafia, ashe, ashe.
Yay! Wonderful. Thank you so much, Namvula. Thank you for bringing these beautiful songs to us today. Great to hear about your work with women. Just wishing you so well with that work and with your album. So I hope we can all hear it when it's done. So I hope the link has gone in the chat around that. Wonderful. Well, we sadly are at the end of our Daily Antidote Day today. And tomorrow, though, you will see Namvula again. Namvula is hosting Moonit Mesfit. She'll be back. So yeah, she's hosting tomorrow, and then you'll find out then all about next week. So wonderful, wonderful. So let's say goodbye to each of us in the room. Let's take a deep breath. Letting go for today. Wishing you a beautiful onward journey, whatever you do in your day, your afternoon, your evening. Sending you all lots of love. And we need to say hello as well to our live streamers. I forgot you at the beginning. Much love to the live stream people. Thank you for joining us. Always great to have you as well. And let's say goodbye to all of you here. So goodbye and huge thank you to you, Namvula. Thank you so much. Thank you to Erin and Ariana and Candice. Thank you so much for all of your tech work and support as ever. Goodbye to Susan in Cincinnati, James in Victoria, Benet in Berkeley, Hodder in BC, Annette in California, Bonnie in Boise, Idaho, Linda in Orcas Island, Marion in Brighton, UK, Caroline with her mama. Wonderful. Thank you for showing us your mama. Hooray. Have a beautiful day to all of you. Caroline in DC, blessings. And Kathleen in Albuquerque, Bob and his bear, Kathy in Denver, Athena in Brooklyn, Trish in Victoria, Sue in Seattle, David and Elsie in Oakland. Thank you for being you. Thank you for being with us today. Storm in Massachusetts, Cricket in Maryland, Neil in Boston. And then we have Delhi in Maryland, Aloysius in Massachusetts, Gary in Massachusetts too, and Anne in Nashville. Blessings to all of you. Jenny in Suffolk, Linda in California, Louise in BC, Louise in Devon, and Kat Cox in Vermont, Arlene in Berkeley, Deborah in Kentucky, and Jojo, who is now driving. Blessings and love to all of you. Have a wonderful day, and I'll see you very soon. Goodbye, Daily.